I'm Jeffrey Sanchez-Burks, William Russell Kelly Professor of Management and Organizations here at the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan. I'd like to share with you some insights that we've discovered about how to create more immensely human interactions. And there are some fundamental barriers that make this very difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. Given these barriers, there are 4 things we can deploy to make these more immensely human interactions possible and therefore help us thrive more in organizations. Increase engagement or help those that are at risk for losing their high level of engagement, make sure that doesn't happen. Number 1, there has been a big loss in people's ability to build social capital. Especially younger employees have not been able to build those strong bonds with others that they would meet at the workplace, mainly because they've been doing work remote. Unfortunately, sometimes employers only see these employees during an exit interview. What employers can do is create opportunities for community building. These may be more informal contexts that actually have a little bit of budget, where people can come together, build those networks that can help people make sense of the ambiguities in their lives and organizations, and also build that social capital, which will then, of course, help them later on in their careers and the organization by cross-fertilizing a lot of the knowledge people have. Number 2, the other thing to do is to help build what my colleague Jane Dutton calls high-quality connections. One way of thinking about this very rich concept is to increase your presence. It's very easy, as we all know, when we're working remotely, to be multitasking. I'm guilty of it as anyone else would. You can actually increase intentionality even while working remotely. For example, asking people to turn cameras off when there's some just presentation for people to see. And then having moments of camera on, where people step back from the computer, you get to see each other a little bit more fully, understand nonverbal communication more clearly, and build those high-quality connections. A third approach, which can be done in concert with the other approaches, is to build what we call humility huddles. All too often, people recognize that a little bit of intellectual humility, for example, when sharing a new idea, is appropriate. Never is a new idea perfect. It has some flaws. Most new ideas are no good and need to be thrown in the trash. But we too quickly start to front and make a strong case for it, when in reality, we need to share our passion for an idea, but also complement that with some humility. Another approach to this is to really practice what could be called relentless curiosity. What brings people meaning? What things make them feel heard and safe are difficult to understand because we don't wear those on our sleeves. We can, as mentioned before, sort of assume that what would bring us meaning would bring other people meaning. Often, we won't be incorrect. And so practicing relentless curiosity means being intentional about trying to learn what matters to others. These small tokens of appreciation that reflect authentic curiosity and attention and care towards others can make a difference. These strategies won't solve all the problems, and there are certainly a lot more that we can generate on ourselves, but it can get you on the road based on what we know both in research and practice to building those more immensely human interactions.